Assalamu alaikum everyone. This is the third episode of Get Studio free live weekly sessions on every Wednesday. So today it will be all about isomalt art, and today it will be real fun. I have done some homework already, because then it will take a lot of time to finish it, and obviously isomalt needs to be cool enough to handle. We will make different things today, and we will talk about the isomalt, and in the beginning I'll give you a little introduction. Okay, so let's start. So there are a few things I want to talk about the isomalt. The isomalt is a very refined sugar actually, but it should not be consumed in big amounts. So if you make any decoration, if the customer asks you for a decoration and you make it, so make sure, make them understand that a kid do not consume it like a lot of it. So when I have seen the people making lollipops of the isomalt, so you cannot consume it too much, like a full lollipop per child. It's not good. It's not good for your health. Otherwise there is no harm, but it is advised that you should not take a lot of, or you should not consume a lot of isomalt in one go. So, and there are some other things, like for safety, that you have to use it very safely. You have to wear the gloves. So I'm going to just wear the gloves first, the cotton ones, and then any vinyl gloves or latex gloves, whatever you can find. So these are available at very cheap rates. So this is very important when you are working with isomalt. You have to keep yourself protected, because otherwise the burn that you get is of third degree, and because the moment you touch it accidentally, you touch the isomalt accidentally, so being sugar, it sticks to your skin and it is very hard to get rid of it. So you have to be pretty careful about it. So the first thing that you need is gloves. This is the blowtorch will be our best friend today. And these are the silpat mats I use. I mean, not only a single silpat mat, I use a lot of silpat mats when I'm doing different things, because I have to keep I have to make one thing and then let it cool down, so I will use the other silk mat for the other purpose. For mixing the colors, I use these wooden skewers or these cocktail sticks. It's highly up to you. Okay, and another thing, when you are working with, and if there is a mold, for example this is a mold and the isomalt is not reaching the corners, so you can use these silicone brushes. These are easily available at the craft store, so you can use them. Or but the thing is that sometimes the isomalt do damage the tips of these, so you can keep these separately only for isomalt work if you do a lot of work with that. Okay, these are the cake pop sticks, you know that, or the lollipop sticks that we use to make a lollipop. Okay, this is a knife. You can see it's a burnt knife, so you can keep one knife separately for this thing. I'll show you why you need a knife, and it is very important. Okay, so we have some molds here as well. These are the common silicone molds you can find anywhere, so we will be using these for a thing I'll show you. And these are some flower molds we will see, and this is the plaque mold, and we will make different things. Okay, so these ones you should have seen. These are the football mold. Okay, and this one is a plain one. Okay, and it is very soft. The softer the silicone mold will be, it's easier to work with, but sometimes you have to work for a particular design, then you have to go for like this one. This is a bit stiff from here. You, for the things to the decoration that you make in that, it's a little hard to take it out. But if you have to use it, it's necessary for you to use it, you have to use it. So I will show you the one I have made already before the live started. You can see that this is the heart one, the heart shape. Okay, I used this one. These are for lollipops particularly, because you can see the place for the sticks here. So you can use it to make the lollipops, or if you want to, but we are not going to use it. Another option is this one, if you have to make a smaller balls or you have to make the eyeballs. So it's a little tricky to make an eyeball. We are not going to cover it in this live show, but I have covered it already in my school. So those who are members, they can see there. Okay, so we will start by that. These three I have already made each one side, but we have to make the other side and we have to make them, put them together. So once they are made, they are highly delicate and you have to be very careful while dealing with that. So these are the lights. They are available, those who are in Pakistan, they are available on daraz.com. You can find from AliExpress, eBay, wherever you live, you can find it online. And these are battery operated and very cheap, and you can use them for any like sort of like in the fondant or in any decoration, like for windows, a house windows or a lamp or something, whatever you have to show. So we will make this heart glow with this one, and we will use this one as well for this purpose. If you don't want to use the lights, you can fill these ones with something. Like you might have seen people making things with the isomold and filling it, like they make cookies also and they fill it with the confetti with different sprinkles. So you can do that also, because you can fill it and then you just close it. So let's get started. So here I have to use the microwave again and again. Okay. The thing that when you use the microwave, you have to use it very carefully. The reason why, because if you heat it more than required, then it burns, it overheats, the isomold overheats, and then it changes its color as well. While cooking the isomold, those who are the members or those who have bought the class, the isomold art, if you haven't, you should buy it, because there is a proper method of how to cook the isomold, what should be the ratio of the isomold, and how to cook it, for how long to cook it. So as you know, there is Ramadan bumper offer, and I think it is only for I think it is only for 1200. I don't remember exactly, but you should think about it. So I gave it 30 seconds, and these are the silicone jugs, pourable jugs. These are very handy if you don't get it, because they are not available here in Pakistan, but you get it from eBay, from AliExpress, or wherever you are. So the thing is, if you don't get it, I have the other option. These ones. These are the silicone cupcakes molds, and I only use it for the isomold purpose. I buy it only for isomold, otherwise I don't bake my cupcakes there, because the thing is that how much you coat anything inside, it's still the dough sticks to it, and I don't like the end result. So I always buy these ones for the isomold purpose. You can see I have divided different colors already into different ones. Okay, so I wanted to show you that I gave it 30 seconds, but it's not fully melted. I need it fully melted but not boiling. Okay, so I will go again for the 20 seconds and then I will see. And the thing is, the one that clings to this pourable jug, the beauty of this jug is that you just do it and you hear the sound of snap, that it breaks and then it falls inside and then you can remelt it. So isomalt is very, you can say, it's very easy to work with because you can use it again and again. You can remelt it and use it. But at times, if you don't cook it properly, the main thing is that you cook it properly. If you don't cook it properly, what happens, it gives a yellowish tinge. So that's what you don't want and that doesn't look nice. So you have to be careful while cooking isomalt. So now it is melted. Only on some parts on the sides are not melted, but it's okay for us. But there are the bubbles, as you can see. So we have to wait for the bubbles to set. Otherwise, what will happen, if I'll start working right now, so the bubbles will stay there, and sometimes it's not easy to pop them with the blowtorch. Even they stay there and they don't look nice. So you can see now it's clear, so I can pour it into this one. Okay, this is the plain white, the plain. I will show you how I pour. When I cook, I pour them onto the isomalt like this and then let it cool, so it becomes disc like this. So this one that I am going to use for this sphere, this mold, this is the simple plain one, but I have used in it Rollcom. I'll show you the color, the shade I have used. This one, Rollcom Special Platinum. This is silver, not exactly silver, not exactly white, but it is it gives glitter. So I have used that one. So before it starts cooling, I think I have to give it 10 more seconds. So what I'm going to do, I will place it on my Silpat mat and I will pour almost all of it that is left in this jug right now. Okay, you don't have to put a little and you have to go around because this area is big enough to cover. Okay, so you can see it's there. I will let it sit for a few seconds without moving it. Okay, and now I will start rotating it all around like this. So in this way, what I am doing, I am making layers of if you find that it's not moving anymore, it is stuck there, it is again getting cool. So what you do, you heat it up with your blowtorch, because the mold is also of silicone, so it can easily be handled. So in this way, I am making layers of isomalt, so it gets a bit thicker. If it's very thin, then it's very hard to take it out without breaking, because it becomes fragile when it is cold. Make sure you keep the sides clean, so when you take it out, there is no hassle to make it clean. If there is excessive, no problem, we can pour it out. I'll show you how to clean the sides as well. Okay, so now we are done. It's clean. We will let it sit on the other silpat mat and we will start working with our heart shape. In the red one, I have added a little bit of this truly matte plastic golden dust, and I did not mix it properly. Okay, another thing is that you have to color your isomold only with dry colors, with powder colors only. The reason why, if you use the gel colors, it gets very sticky later and it is very hard to handle the isomold. When you color the isomold with the powder colors, first what you do, you melt the isomold, then you add your powder colors, then you mix it properly with a skewer or with a cocktail stick, then again for like 5 seconds or 10 seconds you again microwave it so it mixed together. Okay, but in this case I used the red dust color into that and made it red, and then what I did, I just poured some golden dust colors. So I want it like this, if you can see it properly, and it is very hot. Okay, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to pour it into it, a lot of it. Okay, and we'll let it sit for a while. For this also, I have to start moving it around so it start making layers. We need layer over layer to make it stable enough to handle. For the blue one, I'm using this smaller one. I will start pouring it out, and you can see how you have to manage it with this one or with this one. It's highly up to you. Just a little bit on this corner. Otherwise we have to remake it. Okay. Before pouring out, I will again heat it up so it can easily pour out. Okay, so it has started dripping from this area. If there is a straight one, again you can pour it out easily, not a big deal. Okay, now I will cut it from here and let it go. You can do it with the skewer as well. So here you have to make sure it is clean. See, it removes easily now. But after that, if it's not clean, what happens that when you try to clean it, you cut it, then sometimes the whole of your decoration snaps, and you don't want it because it takes a long time to handle it, and then it snaps or breaks. I'm just going to check it. It's very tricky because this silicone mold is a bit stiffer, so you have to be very careful. You can see it is leaving the isomold, but still you have to be very careful. Don't push the isomold, just keep on removing the silicone, just keep on pulling the silicone, and that's it. There we go. See how beautiful. So these two parts are complete. This one, you can see it's already ready to come out, and it's there. So pretty. For this I have roll a grayish black fondant, and I have used this oval cutter. One layer I have made very thick and the other layer I have made thin, only to stick them together to put these skewers or the cocktail sticks, only for that. And then I stick them together with the edible glue. For that we need the copper color. Okay, so this is our orangish brown isomold. It's not fully melted, it's okay, because I have to add this Lumina Very Copper. Slowly I will pour it into the mold. And we'll check if it reaches all areas, and for that again I will use the cocktail stick, or I can use the silicone brush as well. So now what I'm going to do, I'll show you how to make an isomold crown. Okay, that's the last thing, but then we will join everything together. So for that, I will melt my isomold, and then I will divide it into 3 colors. For that I'm using Lumina Claret, and this is blush pastel violet, and this one is I think, I don't know, it's not written here, or I have removed the sticker. Anyways, to make the crown we will be using these molds. These are all luster colors, the shiny ones. And for that I have prepared this pan. This is a 5 inches pan, and just I have covered one side of it with the foil paper and just stuck it with the tape. This is not and we are not using it as a mold. No, we cannot use water base at all, I told you, because it will get very messy and sticky, and it will spoil all your isomold that you don't want. Because the reason is that isomold is not like a simple sugar, it's expensive. So when you are dealing with something expensive, then you have to deal with it properly so you don't waste your money. So it's the best thing to color it is the dust colors. And maybe there are isomol special colors, but obviously not at all available in Pakistan, so you stick with the powder colors. What I have to do, I have to use these two lines only. You can use 3 lines. It's highly up to you how big or how high you want the crown. So it's just for the demonstration purpose. So I'm only using the 2 parts. Okay, then I'll stop and see. And then I move to my this one. For that I will be needing my pink color. So before it dries up, cools down fully. See, it has already, so never mind, it is still pliable. Very carefully I will bend it, but very carefully, because it took long to do the other one. You see, I'm doing it very carefully. So now I will come to the other side. Meanwhile, I'll check the black. It's beautiful. I will just heat up and check if it can easily stick to the fondant. So what I have to do, I have to warm up the copper one, and I will put some dots of the isomalt. Okay, so I'm gonna put the melted isomalt at different points so it can easily stick to the fondant. Done. We are done. And the same goes with this one. It is such a beautiful black. It can stand on any cake. Okay, you can go for any color. It's your choice. Now I will see if the flower is ready to be out. No, it's not ready. So I will push it back because it takes time. If the mold is very thick, so it takes time for the isomalt to cool down. So now what I'm going to do, now I'm going to join everything together. The improvised version. So what you do, this is a stand of a bowl. This is the wooden board, and excuse me, I have put 2 candles on that. And I will put the plate on that. This is a very old pizza plate. You can use anything. And another option is, if you cannot improvise this one, so what you do, you can hot the particular part with blowtorch and it can work for you very well. What we are gonna do, we are gonna use the lights here. I will use 2 lights. Okay, this is the red light and it will look beautiful in this one. So you have to put your light first, put your light on, and then you put it inside, and then you have to join it. So for that, I'm gonna, if it's taking long, so what I'm gonna do, just imagine the area where you have to smooth your decoration. Okay, you just smooth it and put it away. Then put the light inside again, heat up the area. This can also work, but it takes time, so I wanted to show you that you can do this method as well. So you quickly put them together and here you go. Okay, heart, we will put another light into that. You can see this part, this is sticking out, so I will just try to break it with my finger and then I will heat up to smooth it on that. So the last thing is our crown. You can see from here, this is the crown, and I will take out the flower. So look how pretty it is. It's very beautiful. Again, put a little bit of melted isomalt at the back of your flower or any decoration you're gonna use. Our crown or any kind of decoration you can call it. It can be for any fashion cake as well. So it's ready. So this is all about today, and again I will show you. This is the heart. You can see the light inside. This is the football or any sphere you can make, and the light is there. You can put different things inside, confetti, sprinkles, it's highly up to you. And this is the plaque we made. You can use any design. You can write the name here instead of this one. You can write the name. You can use bigger plaque. So you can use even any mold and just shape it into plaque. You can do that as well. Okay, and on the base I have used fondant, but you can use the again you can use the isomalt as well. So I have put these two cocktail sticks, so you can easily make it stand in the cake. And this is the fashion thing. You can call it crown or a necklace or whatever, just to give you the demonstration how you can make it. Okay, how it looks on the cake. You can see the plaque is there. This one can come here as well. It's up to your design. Okay, we can remove the plaque and we can put it on the top, and we can put this one on the top as well, and put some more balls here. And okay, and this is the heart that is also glowing. So this is all about today. So hope you have enjoyed watching and you have learned something. If you have any questions, so please do post in the comment section. We will be glad to answer your questions, and we always admire your support, and that's a great asset for us. So thanks for watching and thanks for joining us. So stay blessed and stay safe. Thank you. Bye bye.